Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Camholes. I'm a car enthusiast, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the 25-year rule that regarding importing vehicles to the United States and the issues that comes along with it. As a passionate car enthusiast, I'm a huge fan of a wide variety of cars. But as any enthusiast will tell you, there are many cars we wish we could see our own, but can't because they were never made for the United States market, like the Nissan Skyline, for example. The only way to get these cars in America is to import them. However, there are a few issues that come along with that. In the United States, it is required that a car must be 25 years old or older before it can legally be imported. The United States classifies cars 25 years old or older as classics or antiques. Many people do not understand why a car must be deemed a classic before it is eligible for import. Basically, classic or antique vehicles are exempt from EPA and DOT pollution and safety requirements. Put simply, after a car is of the classic age, it no longer needs to meet the emissions and safety standards required in America. In my personal opinion, I disagree with the rule for a few reasons. If you wanted to buy a 1997 Mazda RX-7, you can buy the American model because that car was manufactured and sold for Americans. However, if you wanted to import a Japanese model of the same car, you would have to wait for the 25-year rule to take effect, even though they're the same car just made for different regions. It also seems kind of backwards to be able to import cars once they're of a certain age, seeing as how cars generally get much safer as well as improve emissions as they get newer. The process to import a car that does comply with the rule is actually quite a long process that involves a lot of paperwork, licensing, and other odds and ends such as shipping. You can legally import cars that do not comply with the 25-year rule. However, this process is even more challenging and is really only possible for those with the right licenses and is basically impossible for the average person. People have found other ways to import the car they want, however, it's a sketchy business. By not following the legal process of getting the car you want, you run the risk of your newly imported dream car getting impounded and then eventually crushed at the wreck yard. The other reason I believe the United States could do away with the 25-year rule is because emissions and safety requirements vary from state to state. In Florida, you can register and drive just about anything with few regulations to follow. Then there are states like California that has very stringent emission laws compared to most states. Unlike most states, in California, you can actually be pulled over and have your car emission tested on the spot. So with such great variations in the regulations, why do we have a blanket rule cast over the whole country? I do agree, however, with the idea of making it harder to get these cars, because it does force people to buy American cars and boost our economy. I also recognize that the rule was put in place for the safety of the driver of these cars, as well as the well-being of the environment. However, many typical American vehicles, such as our pickup trucks, are equally, if not more harmful to the environment than the cars being imported. In America, it is not uncommon to see a jacked up pickup truck with massive tires and an exhaust pipe coming out of the bed. People modify their diesel trucks to emit massive clouds of black smoke just for show, as it actually serves no benefit. Truck enthusiasts like to refer to this as rolling coal because of how thick and dark the clouds of smoke are. These truck enthusiasts receive little to no repercussions for the harmful smoke. However, it is illegal to import a car that in most cases has similar emissions to a typical American car. I propose that instead of a 25-year rule, there should be inspections on imported vehicles to determine which ones are okay to import and which ones should have to wait the 25 years. I feel this solution offers the best of both worlds because enthusiasts will be able to import many of the cars they want while still following emissions and safety regulations.